to another episode of The Mental Men. So we've got our chats up and running tonight, so if you send us a chat, with a bit of luck, we should hear you. So
we'll definitely try to respond to them.
Absolutely. So
howdy, everybody.
We're still rebuilding our studio, so it's going to take a little bit of time, but we will get there, and it'll be a polished unit once we get there. So Fish the Fat Man here.
And his mate Justin
over there, and together we are the Mental Men doing our mental health talks. Now, before we start, if you or someone you know is having a crisis, you should ring the mental health crisis number on 131465. We recommend a mature audience as the themes we talk about are not suitable for children. Coarse language may be used from time to time. Now, our views portrayed on this show are our own. They are our opinions and no one else's. We are not doctors. We are not healthcare professionals. We're just two blokes with a ton of lived experience looking to lend a hand to anyone who needs it. So if that is you, we have a whole lot of numbers on our stream. We're now across the board everywhere now, so I'll just...
Fish has been quite busy.
I've been quite busy, so you can find us on Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Facebook, and at the top you can go to our website, www.djzeros.com.au/thementalmen. No space in there, just the Mental Men with no space. And that'll take you to our webpage, which will give you hyperlinks to everything we talk about, all our shows, all our links, all the services we're pushing here. So yes, that's available for you. So
for sure.
Just to recap that these are only a few numbers. There are loads and loads of numbers you can call if you are looking for assistance. Now, Australia-wide, you can ring Beyond Blue on 1300 224 636, Lifeline on 131114, or if it's an emergency or you know someone who's having an emergency. Now, we're talking about a mental health emergency, not like being bit by a cat, Colin, emergency. So the mental health triage service is 131465. Now, we're based in Adelaide. If you're listening from anywhere around the World Wide Web, we have our new urgent mental health care centre, which is a 24-hour centre.
In Adelaide.
Absolutely, in Grenfell Street there, down the East End, which is a sort of walk-in, sit-down in a lounge environment, a lot less clinical, more comfortable, more relaxed, less evasive. Now, you can just pop in there 24/7, or if you're able to call ahead, call them on 84489100. And tonight we said we'd be talking about regional access. The number for regional access is 1300 032 186. And basically regional access is for all regional South Australia. So, you know, whether you're Lameroo, Robe, Port Augusta, Oodnadatta, where...
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, anywhere beyond the Adelaide metro area.
Yeah, so look, they're basically there, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And basically, here's their website right here. So basically, free professional counselling for regional South Australia. Offers free professional telephone and online counselling 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for people 15 years and older living or working in regional South Australia. So it's set up for you guys. Now, there's a link on their webpage to call them, or you can do an online chat. Maybe you don't want to talk, but you want to chat. Great function there.
And listen, guys, I spent 8 years in regional New South Wales working, and I know exactly what goes on in regional areas through experience myself, and how hard it is to actually get medical help and mental health advice and help. So take advantage of those. You might not like to talk to family or friends. All right, you don't want to burden them. That's what country people are like. You never want to burden anybody. But I tell you, if you do need to talk, get on the phone. Do it in private. All right? Get out on the
no one
tracker.
has to know. It's
Doesn't
totally
matter.
anonymous.
Do it wherever.
Yeah.
You know, just get on the phone and talk. And hey, here's the big thing. If you talk to them and you think, this is crud, this isn't helping, all right, fine. You've given it a go. What harm can it do?
Yeah, and this is exactly what this is about. The Mental Men. It is mental health talk. We're trying to get people out there just to start talking.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe you don't want to go to the emergency ward. Maybe you don't want to go and see your doctor about it. Talk to some blokes that have been through it all, mate. We've you know, we've been through the ringer and back, and we're still here.
And I tell you, most of the people that are on the other end of the phone on those crisis lines have been through the same stuff or similar stuff to what we do. They do not just put an straight out of university psych major or whatever, however it works. I don't know. Like, me going to university is never going to happen. But they get people with real life experience on the end of those phones. And that's the main difference. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's lived experience, peer workers, and, you know, who understands more than someone who's been through it. So just going back to our regional areas. So what is regional access? Well, basically, it's a low-intensity psychological service which provides telephone and online counselling support to people in country SA. Now, who is regional access for? It's... I'm just reading off the website. You're seeing exactly what it is here. So
yeah, sorry, Fish. I haven't got any access on my computer here. So
no, we were hoping to have a monitor for Studio 2, but it hasn't arrived. So Justin's sitting in another studio, totally
trying to see what you guys are seeing, and it's not happening. So I apologise for looking down.
Maybe it's come on the YouTube already. Although if you're on YouTube channel, it should be live.
Actually, I'll try YouTube.
There you go. How about that? Didn't even think of that.
No, this is it.
And thanks for suggesting it, no one. So the service model, it's all there. About regional access is a free online phone counselling service for people who are feeling the pressure and stresses of everyday life. The regional access counselling service is available for anyone who lives or works in regional, rural or remote South Australia, like outside of the metropolitan area. Now, I was talking to someone, I think Gary from Lameroo. He actually 2 days ago mentioned this site, so some people are aware of it. You know, the funny thing is, you don't know you need something until you need it, and then it's not available. So all of this stuff we put up, you can rewatch the YouTube channel, you can rewatch it on our Facebook page. So if you want to join the Mental Men family, just click on the group, the Mental Men in Facebook, and go from there. So basically, have you got it on your screen?
No, mate, I can't even find it on YouTube.
Okay,
I'm giving up.
All right,
giving it up for tonight.
So basically, they help with anger management, anxiety, financial worries, grief and loss, the hopelessness, isolation and loneliness, low self-esteem, relationship issues, family problems, sadness, short-term depression, stress, well-being, and work stress. So that's a really good service. Now, I know regional South Australia is a very broad area, but you know, nowadays with phones and the internet, you can sit in your driveway, you can sit in the middle of a paddock, and you can get this support at the end of your phone. So you don't have to travel great distances to get help, because it's there on your phone. So if you need, if you are from regional Australia and need some help, their phone number is 1300 032 186. Anytime, anywhere. And it's a free service as well, so that's very important.
Costing absolutely nothing.
Except
but
the
a phone
time.
call. And time.
Except the time. So there's their details there. I think it's just regional access.com. In fact, no, don't hold me to that. Actually,
No, that's all right. I think most people would have got it by now, mate.
Yes. Yep.
That's the thing. And, you know, worst case scenario, shoot us a message. We can give you the information again.
Yeah, but like I said, it's on our Facebook, it's on YouTube, it's on the website, it's on Spotify, iHeartRadio. You've got all of this. If you don't want to look at us, you can listen to us. So everything that we talk about is available to rewatch, re-listen to in your own time. Maybe you've got someone going through something, and you know, thought, that'd be good for so and so to have a listen. So, yeah, that's regional access. Now I know there is a lot of other stuff out there for regional people, but you know, we don't want to have a 4-hour show here, so we're just trying to keep it nice and sweet. And yeah, so that's our regional area. You got anything you want to add to that?
No, that covers it, mate. I think we can move on now. And
all right, so our other topic, moving on, our other topic tonight, we're talking about if you see a mate, initiate a conversation. This is a real big one, and I remember I was doing a show one night for a workplace, and they were raising money for, unfortunately, a widow who her husband took his own life due to the stress of everything else. And I said during my talk that a lot of the time the signs are there. Now, we subconsciously see the signs, but we don't think anything of it. And sometimes, you know, we could have maybe stepped in and helped. Now, look, if someone's going to, you know, do themselves in, sometimes there's nothing you can do, but you can do your best to try and help them, and you start that by watching
and speaking to them. Exactly.
Yeah, and anyway, so at the end of the break, the guy came up to me and said, he said, you know what, you hit the nail on the head. He said, a month before he killed himself, we used to have coffee every Tuesday, and it was a lunch thing they did, and a month before the event, he stopped coming to these things. He cancelled them.
Yep.
And he said it was so out of character for him. We'd been doing it for a long time, and he said it was right there in front of me. I said, you know, yeah, you know, it's it normally is there. We've just got to try a bit harder and look out.
I've heard a few stories over the years about people who, hindsight's a wonderful thing, after it's happened, that they saw the signs, but they weren't educated enough to understand them until the person's taken their life.
Yeah. So the other thing we are doing tonight now is signs of depression. Now, this is not the sheet that I've got here, but signs of depression, basically sadness, appetite changes, trouble sleeping, trouble that's sleeping too much, sleeping not enough, withdrawing from social life. That goes to that, you know, cancelling his regular Tuesday lunch coffee, suicidal thoughts, irritability, and low energy. So depression.
Just a few things to keep an eye out for with somebody.
Yeah,
could be a workmate, could be somebody at home. You know,
and if